Moving abroad didn't just change my location. It transformed the way I see myself, my home, and the world. It completely reshaped my view of Nigeria. My name is Oma, founder of Oma Travels, where we help students and individuals achieve their dreams of studying and traveling abroad. Today, I want to share with you how living abroad has completely changed my perspective on Nigeria, our culture, our potential, and even the challenges that we face. I'll take you through personal stories and lessons that I have learned and some of the practical tips for anyone that wants to move abroad. Stick with me to the end because I also want to share with you a free guide on how to create content online. So if you're looking into starting your own social media presence or you're already a social media content creator, this free guide will help you guide you on what you need to know. And also how Oma Travels can help you make all your dreams come to pass. Okay, so let's dive in.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning.
Number one, I'm going to be talking about my idealistic view of life abroad. Growing up in Nigeria, I had this perfect picture of life abroad. I mean, I thought that everything would just be better. Clean water, constant electricity, organized environment. I mean, just endless opportunities. I remember just watching movies where everything seems so perfect. But to be honest, nowhere is perfect. Sometimes I'll just be watching all these things online and I'll just be asking myself, why can't Nigeria just be like this? I couldn't just understand why we were suffering so much. It was so hard to get a job. I stayed a whole year looking for a job, and then even when I got a job, it was not in my field. There was a lot of struggles and I was just like, I needed to get something. I realized that there is no perfect place. Yes, abroad has its advantages, and let me not even start, but I just think that every country has their struggles too. I have to learn this the hard way when I moved here. Life abroad isn't always the escape place. Yes, you get everything. Talking about the technology, yes, there's a lot of improvements, but I'll just tell you that nowhere is perfect. My first days abroad was filled with so much excitement. It was filled with so much joy and confusion. When I arrived here, I mean, it was just like stepping into this new environment, new buildings, technology. Everything was just new. I mean, even the people, they were white. I mean, I was just literally seeing these people for the very first time. So I was so overwhelmed. I was so excited. I remember just looking through the window and I was so happy. I was like, yes, finally. I finally achieved my goal. I remember the first time I even stepped into the supermarket. Everything was just in foreign language. All the full stuff was in foreign language. I could not understand anything. I could not figure out what to buy. I mean, it was so embarrassing, and I have to be asking for help every time. Sometimes I'll just pick random things that I will buy and I will not be able to eat them. The only way for me to be able to communicate was just to be like, this. I literally did not know how to communicate with these people. It was so difficult for me. I really wish that I did a lot of research before I came here. I wish that I did a lot of research because this would have really helped me. Facing the language barrier. Language is one of the biggest obstacles. To be honest, in Nigeria, we could easily switch, from English to our native language easily, but abroad, I found myself completely lost. I couldn't even ask for basic things like direction, food. I felt like a baby. It's like I was starting afresh, communicating again. It was so difficult for me. There was a day that I was walking into this restaurant and I just couldn't talk to anyone. I'd just be pointing at things or I had to be using apps to communicate to people. This moment, it makes me laugh because the difficulty in communicating, I felt it made me to be humble. Because unlike me, I like to do everything myself. I don't like to be asking anyone for help. But when I came here, living abroad, you have to be asking people for help, especially if you're coming for the very first time. It pushed me to learn the local language, how to say ni hao, hello, xie xie, thank you. There's so much difference connecting with the people here. It's not like Nigeria. In Nigeria, it's so easy to communicate. But here, it's not even just about the language itself. Like the way Nigeria is so warm, so friendly. You know, when you meet a Nigerian, they're like, hey, how are you doing? Like they smile, they communicate with you. Like it's so cool being in Nigeria, communicating even with strangers. But when you come abroad, it's totally different. I mean, sometimes you think that these people are being rude, but that's just how they are. They do not really talk, you know. So sometimes you can even be asking someone something and they will just ignore you. They won't answer you because they are shy or they don't really even understand what you're saying. I remember like greeting someone, even when I'm even speaking the language, and they'll just be nodding like this. It felt so strange. Over time, I had to learn how to adapt. I had to learn how to just, you know, communicate with people. And even when I don't get the feedback that I'm expecting, I felt it was just okay. I mean, it's just important to respect people and respect other people's like way of life, because it might not be like your own country. In your own country, you have a certain way you react, you have a certain way you communicate, but when you come to a new place, you have to now know the culture in that place. So yes, I miss Nigeria culture so much. Living abroad had made me appreciate Nigerian culture more than ever. I miss the vibrancy of our markets, the delicious jollof rice and our food, swallows, soups, all these things that I took for granted. It just made me to appreciate it the more. Even talking about the music, I just realized that, you know, when I came here, a lot of people know Afrobeat, a lot of people know African songs, Nigerian songs, you know, it's so cool. And even Nigerian food, jollof rice. You know, one time I made jollof rice, and when I came in, it was so difficult to find the ingredients. That's another thing. You know, when you're trying to like cook Nigerian food, it's not easy to find ingredients. You have to buy them online, something like that. So it's just like difficult, you know, just blending in. But with time, you just know how to find your way. You just know how to make new friends. I mean, there's no how you can survive without people. Do you understand? Especially if you are new. This is very, very important. For me, I think that was like the most challenging thing for me, like just the loneliness. Living abroad can be so isolating without your family, without friends. I mean, there are some days that you just feel so alone, and that's when you even start missing home. Those days that you feel alone, those days that you don't have friends. And it was so difficult for me, especially because when I came that time, I thank God that I had one country mate, at least one girl. Do you understand? So it's like everybody's just focusing on their own lives. Nobody care about you. You just need to figure out everything yourself. Do you understand? Especially for someone like me that I'm very, very reserved. A lot of people think I'm the going out type. No, I'm a very, very reserved person. So loneliness can push you to find your own community, to find your own group, your own clique, to build like this support system, because if you don't have that, you would just be so depressed. Most times I also like social media because I mean that's where I also like just spend all the time, and I also try not to watch too much movie, and I also try to pray, spend a lot of time developing myself. When you're abroad, you realize that you're spending so much time working on yourself, you know. Every challenge I faced here, you know, from the language barrier to homesickness, has really, really built my resilience. It has also helped me to know how to solve problems on my own. It has also made me to be independent, how to be calm when I'm under pressure, when I'm going through a lot. That's taught me how to be calm, how to understand that like there will always be like challenges and this is okay. And just being abroad has made me understand how to be able to control myself, okay? How to be able to understand other people, I had to figure out everything myself, talking about the public transportation, talking about how to use these apps. I mean, I did a video talking about how you can use these apps. You can actually check out this video on my channel. It has made me to have so much experience that I probably wouldn't have had if I was in Nigeria. You know, I'm seeing Nigeria in a new light. Living abroad has changed my perspective on Nigeria. Before, I used to focus on problems. I used to focus on the corruption, the bad roads, the power outrage, and so many things. But now I don't really focus on all those things anymore. I think I just focus on the beauty of our culture. I just focus on our potential. Because I'm not in Nigeria, I don't really know what is happening in Nigeria right now. Because I'm abroad, I'm comfortable and living well. I think I just miss home and miss all the good things at home. I don't focus on all the bad things. I've also realized that there's no country that is perfect. I mean, just recently you saw the thing that happened in the US, you know. So there's no country that is perfect. You just need to know how to live in a place, just need to understand the place, and just focus on the strengths. And this has helped me to focus on the strengths of Nigeria the more. Even when I hear people saying negative things about Africa, about Nigeria, I'll be like, no, I'll be saying the good things about Nigeria, because that just made me to understand Nigeria more. I mean, one of the hardest thing about living abroad is just dealing with the stereotypes. Many people I have met only knew Nigeria from the negative news. There's a lot of negativity that is spread online about Africa, about Nigeria, and I just feel like since I came here, it has always been my mission to just change that and just make people see Africa, Nigeria in a different light, to make them realize that all these things, these are lies. There are a lot of achievements in tech and entertainment, and Nigerians are very, very hardworking, and I've tried my best to represent my country positively. I'm always carrying Africa with badge. I'm always trying my best to represent Africa, to be honest, because I just feel like there's a lot of negativity that have been spread about Africans abroad. And living abroad has also made me to be able to understand my identity as a Nigerian, the power of identity. It has helped me to be able to celebrate my root and to share my culture confidently. I mean, living abroad has made me to just make Nigerian hair all the time. I make my hair myself. I do my hair myself. I do my makeup myself. I do literally everything about my culture myself. And no matter where I go, I just carry a piece of Nigeria with me, whether it's in my value, my food, and even in my fashion. Just literally, I'm proud of where I'm from. I don't know why, but there's just something about when you go abroad, you just want to just showcase Africa. You just want to showcase Nigeria, because you just realize that these people are literally blinded about what Africa is all about. And the moving abroad has opened up new opportunities for me. It has helped me to be able to get work experience. I've been able to get work experience. I've been able to mix with a lot of people. I have discovered my passion, and also the fact that I'm helping a lot of students to move abroad, also to know how to study abroad, to know how to process their visa through Oma Travels. And this is really, really good, because I found what I'm really, really passionate about, and it has really helped me to get experience, be able to guide others. So it's like I did not just get blessed moving abroad. I'm also helping a lot of students also move abroad, teaching them how to get a job, because I feel like this was that difficulty for a lot of students. They didn't know how to get a job. They didn't know what to do. So I would just help them. And it has also helped me to be grateful for the little things, like just the sound of my family. Every time I call my family, I mean, moving abroad just make me understand the importance of family, of home cooked food. And this moment is just so important, and this is what really matters to me, like my family and my country. So my advice for you, if you're planning to move abroad, please and please think about it very well. Prepare yourself, do your research, because I didn't do my research, and let your mind be open-minded, stay connected to your roots, prepare for challenges, because this will happen. Don't think that, oh, okay, yes, I'm moving from Nigeria, I'm coming to this new place, everything is just going to be perfect. You'll probably face a lot of challenges. Trust me, moving abroad is not easy. It's a journey that would help you grow. For me, I have been through so much. Even though I talk about the good, I've really been through so much, and it has really been difficult for me to navigate all these things, to learn so many things, to learn language, to do my major in Chinese, getting a job, getting sacked, getting a new job, resigning. There's so many experiences, but all this have really taught me so much. It has taught me to start up my own company. It has taught me to share my story online. So this is also where I get to tell you of the free guide on how to create content to help you get started, to help you start creating content on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and so many other places. Check description below to download this free guide. It's gonna help you. Trust me, you need this. You need to know how to create content, how to edit your pictures, how to do some of these things, right? But I'm just gonna give you a free guide to help you. So Oma Travels is all about helping students with scholarship opportunities, admissions, and visa to study in China and other countries. If you're ready to take the next step, check out the description below and you see our contact details. I'm telling you guys that there are so many students that we've been able to help travel abroad, and I'm so proud of this because some of them call me, they send me messages, and they say thank you so much because you're always posting on YouTube. I've learned so much, and because you've been able to help me, I've learned so much. So many students have changed their life through Oma Travels. Living abroad has been one of the most transformative experience of my life, and it has taught me to appreciate my roots, to embrace changes, and dream bigger. I actually hope that my story inspires you to explore new opportunities and represent Nigeria, represent Africa wherever you go. Don't forget to actually download the free content creation guide and also check out Oma Travels for all your study and travel needs. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment below. Let me know about your own experience or dreams of living abroad. Okay, please like this video, share, and also subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.